One of Houston's most sought after communities and the only school district with a 4-day school week, Crosby, Texas. All in one video. That way, if you're looking to move to Houston and Crosby, Texas came up on your radar, this is the only video you'll need. You'll pretty much know everything about Crosby even before you decide to give me a call to give you a tour. We'll be going over every single new community in the area. We'll be taking a tour of Newport, the master plan community out there, which everybody falls in love with. We'll be doing a full map tour, looking at some of the local eats, and of course, touring homes in the medium price range. I'm Giovanni Frank, your local Houston realtor with Lionsgate Realty, and let's get to it. When people are interested in moving to the Houston area, they're always interested in the suburbs. And this is one of Houston's suburbs. We're in Crosby, Texas, which is about 25 miles from downtown Houston. You're heading northwest in this area. You are pretty close to your airports if you're a frequent flyer. So you're about 20 to 30 minutes from either airport that we have down here, George Bush or Hobby. And if you want to do a short weekend trip to either Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, it doesn't matter. You're anywhere between 3 hours to 4 hours drive, so you can head and come back. Really important aspect when people are moving, especially if you have a family, has to do with the schools. Well, here in the Crosby area, even though it's a small town, they still have a 92% passing rate. That puts it in the top 50 percentile of the Houston area schools. And let me go ahead and read a review for you guys. It's from an alum who was there just 12 months ago. You know, what better way to get an actual feel of the schools here, especially the high schools, than somebody who went there. So it actually reads, great school, many opportunities and many resources to continue your education. They offer a program called Modified Early College Program, MECA, where a sophomore in high school can earn their associates by the time they graduate high school. They are partnered with San Jacinto Community College and offer discount tuition to the high school students here. So that's a great review from somebody who went there just 12 months ago. When it comes to atmosphere here in the Crosby area, it's a very small town vibe still. You do have very blue collar vibes here as well. Most of your restaurants here are going to be family owned, locally owned and worked. You don't really have big name restaurants here. For example, right now we are at Hungry Jack's, one of the best restaurants here simply because they serve breakfast food all day. As you can see, I have the omelet and I also got French toast. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go because I want to dig into this. For the cost of living, we're actually 14 points lower than the national average here in the States. And that trickles down to your tax rate, your home prices, the cost of your groceries, your daily coffee. I mean, even in a community like the one we're in right now that has amazing walking trails and different amenities for you to use, you're still looking at a 2.7 tax rate here. Your average tax rate in the Crosby area is 2.2, and your home prices here are anywhere in between the 200,000s for a starter home all the way up to about 550 for a nice luxury home that's sitting on an acre. Or like this home that's right behind me, asking price is $315,000. We are in the Newport subdivision. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,300 square foot, sitting on a 9,000 square foot lot. And as you can see, it has natural lighting throughout the house, high ceilings in the living area along with the owner. So you like the area so far, but you're wondering, what is there to do here in Crosby? You said it's a small town. Well, there's actually a few amenities here for whenever you move. You have an 18-hole golf course out here. You also have access to Lake Houston, plenty of walking trails like the one that I'm currently on. And you also have extreme off-road, which is a few miles down the road from here. And that's one of the destinations for weekends, not just for people who live here in Crosby, but Houstonians in general who love to go mudding, barbecue. So it's gonna be a vlog style today. We're actually at the first one right now, which is right here. This one is a 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, going for $214,000. Let's see what this home has to offer. Okay, let's get this tour officially started. So right now we're on the front side of your house. We're outside, and you are sitting on a corner lot here with a separate 2-car garage. And what is pretty cool about this home is that it's laid out almost like a private villa or a compound, because like you'll see right now as we're walking into the house. So you walk here and you do have like a longer walkway all the way towards the front. Excuse the wind because it's pretty windy here today. But as you can see here, now you have space in your front yard, which is pretty cool. And as you walk in, you also have an access towards your backyard through that way, which we'll see whenever we end off. And right here's your owner suite. So you get a nice view of your front yard area. You can enjoy a nice cup of coffee there in the morning while you're just chilling out here. So let's get started in the rest of this house. So as soon as we walk in, you can see that this is an open concept. You're greeted with your living area here that has a fireplace tile from the floor to the top there on your fireplace. The flooring is not actual wood, it is laminate there, but it gives it a nice contrast for the white that's on your walls and your fireplace. A lot of natural lighting. You have windows on both sides here. You also have access to your backyard, which we'll tour that in a little bit. Your fixtures here, like I mentioned earlier, this house has been completely remodeled. You do have granite with nice dark colored cabinets there. It's like a bluish gray. This house does not have gas, so you do have an electric stove. Let me know if you guys have read the articles about them banning the gas fireplaces, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm curious about that. Me personally, I do not like cooking on electric stoves. I 100% prefer gas. Right now we're walking to where all your bedrooms are. So I really like this type of layout and concept because if you do have visit here, they don't have to walk into your bedrooms and see your mess, right? Because they're just in the living area and this is your first bathroom. It's a full standing shower and tub here. You get a view of today's outfit, black and red, my favorite suit. Now we're going to walk further down and we're gonna be greeted by your first room here. Like I said, you get plenty of natural light in the hallway here, along with these bedrooms. It's early in the morning, so we don't really have the light coming in here. Bedrooms are pretty spacious. Take a look at your closets. Bam. Now this is an older home, so your closets tend to be smaller here, right? And we have two more bedrooms walking down this hallway here. Right here to our right, you have your second one. And as you can see, they're still a pretty good size. Your closet. I don't know, I would probably get rid of these doors. I don't know if it's the shiny paint or the door itself kind of makes it look like an outside door. Okay, let's go to your owner suite now. Check this owner suite out. Nice and bright. It's a good size. You could easily fit a king size bed in here. And what I really like about this one is the access that you have to your front yard area from the sliding door here, which is really cool. I like that a lot. And this house does show its age by having the vanity and sink inside of the bedroom, which I always thought it was a weird layout just to have in houses in general. This is your owner suite closet. Your owner suite bathroom here. Now let's go check out the backyard real quick. And we're now in your backyard. And as you can see, it is pretty spacious. You have access to both sides of your house here. And on this end, it does wrap around to the front of your house where you have your 2-car garage. So it makes it feel kind of like a private villa, like I mentioned earlier. But as you can see here, really spacious. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let's go to the next one. All right, guys, so we're at our second home right now, and I didn't mention it, but all the homes today are going to be in the Newport community. It is Crosby's biggest community, and this one is actually going for $244,000. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home set on an 11,000 square foot lot. I mean, look how gorgeous this neighborhood is. I really, really love this neighborhood out here in the Crosby, Texas area. You have the mature trees, the winding roads. It's really nice. Let's get started on your home here. As soon as you walk in, you're greeted by this indoor, outdoor area here, which is really cool. So it's blocked off by 4 different corners and you do have access to it. You can make this a little reading area, or if you want to, like a Zen garden, which is pretty cool. I like this. And you always see this in older style homes. You don't necessarily see this anymore in homes built, 90s or newer. I always think this is so cool. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would do with this space here. I would find that real interesting. So right here to the right, you'll have either your dining or spare living area here. You do have vinyl wood flooring. Well, not wood flooring, right? But that resembles wood flooring in your kitchen. You have a nice combination of the granite, which is gray, along with your white cabinetry. Again, we have an electric stove in this one here. Now, this home could use a little touch-ups here and there, especially the flooring. It's time to upgrade this flooring. As you can see, it's already starting to come up a little bit. And here, as you can see from the outside of the house, you do have kind of like a vaulted ceiling. And right now we're in your living area, which is enormous. And we'll be taking a look at your backyard, which this leads to right here. And you do have like a covered patio already. Now we're going into your owner suite. Nice and spacious, it's bright. You have enough windows in here to where you get a pretty good amount of natural lighting. Again, this home is 2,000 square foot, going for $244,000. Now we're moving into your owner suite bathroom. And like I said, there is some updates here and there that you can do to this house. I don't think it's anything major that you will need to do, or at least not in my opinion. It doesn't need a full remodel, but it does need some touch-ups and updating. But for $244,000 on an 11,000 square foot lot, I think it's priced fair. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now we're going into your other 2 bedrooms and your bathroom. Oh, there goes my glasses before I forget them. Let me get them. Okay, so this is your second bedroom here. The rooms are really good size on this one, especially this room here as a second room. Give you a little tour of the closet here. Now, I was really disappointed my assistant couldn't come and help today, but you know, they're out with that bug. What can you do? You have to improvise. And I was not going to film a video for you guys, because I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna upload a YouTube video every week in 2023. Let me know what goals you have for 2023. This is actually an actual wood burning fireplace. So it's not gas, since we don't have gas here. Now we're going into your covered patio area. And for those of you who are not from the Texas area, this mesh lining around you is going to do wonders in the summertime, because the mosquitoes out here are terrible. So this is your backyard area, and as you can see, it is super spacious. No back neighbors. This is great. Imagine having a little family get together. This is awesome right here. You barbecue right there where the mosquitoes aren't bothering you. And you also have a playground close to here, so you can send the kiddos out that way. This is gorgeous. All right, guys, let's head to our third one. All right, guys, so we finally made it to the upper 200s. This home is going for $289,000, and it shows. This home is gorgeous. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's check this out real quick. It is a 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, almost 2,100 square foot, 9,000 square foot lot. Built in 2001. Check this out. This home is gorgeous. Now, of course, you can upgrade the paint, right, if you want to. As soon as we come in, I mean, check out the details. They put a lot of attention to detail here. Check out your crown molding throughout the house, the doorknobs. This right here would be your dining or formal living. Now we have your living area with built-in cabinetry. I mean, take a look at this. Beautiful. Your fireplace. Now we're moving into your actual dining area here, along with your kitchen, which is a good size. You have enough room here to put bar stools if you wanted to. Granite countertops. This house does have gas, so that's pretty cool. And we're still in the same area here. It does have a rolling island here, so you can move this one if you wanted to. White cabinets with, so it's a 2-tone here. You have white cabinets and you also have black cabinets. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section. And behind me, you have your washer and dryer area that leads into your garage as well. 2-car garage that has areas for the workbench. Let's go check out the rest of the house, and then we'll take a look at your backyard. So over here to the right, and this is something that I personally really like about homes that are built this way is you have your first 2 bedrooms up in the front and then your owner suite towards the back. So if you do have visit, they don't really have to like run into you. This is one of your guest bedrooms here. Built-in cabinetry like we've seen in the living room. Again, pay attention to the detail that they have. I mean, even the doorknobs here, these barn style doors. I mean, not barn style. This is your closet. Let's go into your first bathroom here. Wait until you see the owner suite bathroom, which we're about to get over there in a little bit. This is your second bedroom. Nice tray style ceiling. Again, this house is 2,100 square foot, almost 22, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. And you are on a 9,000 square foot lot. It is going for $289,000. It's actually a new listing. It's only been on the market 3 days. So now we're in your owner suite. Again, tray style ceilings here. If we open up these blinds, you have plenty of natural lighting in this room here. This door does lead out to your backyard. You'll be able to see what that looks like right now once we go out there. And like I promised, guys, check out this owner suite bathroom. Look at that. Personally, I'm in love with this home. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Maybe I should write up an offer for this one right now. Separate tub and shower, standing, your closet area here. Your commode is in this door. Let's go take a look at your backyard area. One more time, let's appreciate this. Your living areas here. Gorgeous. Now we're in your backyard. As you can see, you have no back neighbors. Your yard isn't too big, but it is spacious enough. You have a good amount of side yard, not necessarily backyard. Already have a little deck area here that's built out for those of you who like to barbecue. Starting with the pros, and the first one being the cost of living for the Crosby area. So you're actually 14 points lower than the national average cost of living, and that also trickles down into your housing. Here you're actually 36% lower than the national average, with your home median price being around $265, or for example, like this home right here, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, right under 1,700 square foot home that's going for $219,000. Next is amenities and things to do in the area. Given that Crosby is a small town, there's still a few things for you to do out here. Now, those things are outdoors, so if you're an indoors person, this might be a negative for you, but who doesn't like to go outside and spend time on a nice walking trail that Crosby has to offer here? You also have nice parks, nice dog parks. You have a country club. You also have an 18-hole golf course. And one of the things that's a weekend destination for most Houstonians in Crosby is going to Extreme Off-Road Park, going out there mudding, spending time on that beach that they have there. So if you're an outdoors person, this definitely falls under a pro. Location, or as we hear it in most real estate shows, location, location, location. So Crosby is located about 25 miles from downtown Houston. You have a short drive, 30 to 40 minutes, from shopping destinations out here, that being Baybrook, also the Woodlands Mall. And if you're looking to go to Galveston for a nice beach weekend vacation, right, you're about an hour away, so you're not that far. You can enjoy waterfront and actually a little park out here is called Kima, which is about 30 minutes away from the Crosby, Texas area. So location is very important for most people. In Crosby, I feel that it's close enough to everything that it won't take you too long to get there, but also far enough away from the city to where you don't feel like you're in a major town. As a local Houston realtor, I've spent countless hours in different communities all over Houston. And for me, Crosby always seems to stand out, especially the Newport community inside of Crosby. There's just something about that community with the mature trees, how deep you have to drive into the community before you actually hit the homes, the walking trails, the parks, the golf course that it has back there. And not just that, there's something that I always hear people complain about whenever they relocate to Texas from out of state, and they say that Texas is flat. Well, there's something about the Newport community where you do have sections where it feels like you're on a hill, and houses there, you can even find them on an acre. With that being said, I do find Crosby to be very unique from the other communities here in Houston, and I put that as a pro. Ooh, and this next one, the potential for equity growth. Here in Crosby, just over the last year, there has been a 12.6% in home equity growth right there in Crosby, and Crosby's still in a growing phase. The Houston Chronicle just made an article not too long ago that Crosby is expecting, I believe, 30,000 families or somewhere around there to be moving into the Crosby area in the next 5 to 10 years. So they're actually growing, they're building new communities, and you know what that means for you. More new homes, more equity growth. Now that might be a con for somebody who wants to keep it small, but people who look at homes as investments like myself, this is just music to my ears. Before you start packing your bags and get ready to give me a call to relocate you down here to the Crosby area, let's hold off a little bit and be fair and take a look at the cons real quick. The first one being that there really isn't any options for shopping out here. Right, you do have a lot of family-owned little stores out here, but there really isn't anything major. There really isn't any Targets. You know, you don't have any even Old Navy's, Gaps, any shopping stores out here. You don't have that. You don't have a shopping center. So if you need to go buy clothes or something like that, you're gonna have to drive anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes outside of Crosby for that. Traffic. Just like in any small community that is in a constant growing phase, there is terrible amount of traffic. And the worst part about the traffic here is that all of your commerce is on one long road that starts at the very entrance of Crosby and ends all the way at the end of Huffman, or the entrance of Huffman, my bad. So all on that one road, you have all of your commerce there. So what does that mean? When people are out and about doing things, buying whatever they need to buy, or they're going to go eat there in the Crosby area, that traffic is so backed up. Or when people are getting out of work, it gets crazy there from 4 to 6. There's no nightlife in the Crosby area, so if you like to go to local bars, you might have 2 there, and that's about it. With it being a small town and then of course a blue-collar town, everything is closing around 9 o'clock. So you don't really have much nightlife there. We don't even have coffee shops there for you to go hang out, beer gardens, anything like that. If you want to experience the nightlife, you really do have to drive to the city or even to the Webster area. Remember how I mentioned that Crosby has terrible traffic? Well, that also leads to it not being walkable whatsoever. So if you try to walk anywhere in Crosby, you're gonna be dodging cars every 5 minutes. So I don't recommend you walking in Crosby. Just drive to wherever you need to go to and forget about cycling outside of your community. That's just not gonna happen. This next one might not be a con for everybody, so let me know down in the comments below if this is something that would be a con on your list. But for me, it is, and that's that there is no coffee shops besides Starbucks there. For me, coffee shops have become the new social area where people go and make connections and they talk to people that they've never met, kind of like a bar, but just without the alcohol, right? So for me, whenever I see a community that doesn't have any local coffee shops, it's really a bummer, and that is definitely a con for me. I don't know if I could live in a community where there isn't any local coffee shops. So right now we're actually across the street from our first community, which is Crosby Park Village. And one of the benefits of this community is that you actually have this park where we're at right now. Right across the street from you, it does have a tennis court, it has a baseball field, it has a basketball court, and a really, really nice park further down that way. And the benefits of that being not in your community is that it also keeps your tax rate really low, and you're literally a walking distance. As you can see, the community is right there behind me. We're gonna go over there in a little bit. So it's a walking distance, and it keeps your tax rate at a low 2.5% in this community. This happens to be the Crosby Community Sports Complex. So let's go and check out the rest of your community here. And only a few yards from the park, you have one of your shopping centers here in Crosby. So you don't have to drive too far away from your community, where you have Allen's Market here to pick up some of your groceries. You also have a Dollar General. You have Crosby's Barber Shop, Hippo Burgers here, Snap Fitness, and of course your Subway. You guys love that. So here you don't have to drive too far from your community, and you have everything here. And also, you don't have to go into FM 2100, which I talked about before. You have 90 right behind you, and that makes your driving distance, you miss all of the traffic, so you don't have to worry about that. Finally made it to the Crosby Park Village, and as you can see here, All of the homes are fairly similar. The brick and stone work here are pretty much similar. So like I already explained, this community here is starting in the 260s to 350s. Tax rate is a 2.5, and that's because you don't really have any amenities here, but everything is across the street where we just came from. Let's check out the model home, and then I'll meet you guys at the next community. Right now we're in the park that belongs to the next community we're going to tour, that being Pecan Estates. This community does offer in-community amenities like where we're at right now, this park here, the splash pad. You also have nice walking trails. And as you can see, this community is expanding. So all of that over there that you see where it's cleared, that is going to continue to grow and be Pecan Estates here. You do have homes in the 260 all the way to 390s. We're about to go tour the model home, which is right over there. Your tax rate here is a total of 3.6, and that's because you do have all these amenities in the community here, unlike the last community that we just toured where you actually have to walk further down, where you have to do a 5-minute, 10-minute walk. This one is actually on site, and if you do build a house right back here, you'll literally have a walking distance of 2 minutes to get to your park here. Oh, and before I forget, you still have the same shopping centers here as you do as the last community. Only thing is that you're a little bit further up into the entrance of 2100, that road that I was talking about that has a lot of traffic. So here you will hit some traffic, and you do have a high school right behind you, which is also walking distance for the kiddos. If they do go to high school, they can literally walk there. You don't have to worry about driving them back and forth. Jumping right into the map here, let's first find where is Crosby. So as you can see right here to our right, this area highlighted in the blue is the Crosby, Texas area. But where exactly is Crosby situated to Houston? So if we look further down, right here in the middle, this is Houston. This is downtown Houston, the inner loop of Houston, which is 610. This is what we Houstonians actually consider to be Houston. So you are about 25 miles from downtown Houston, about a 25-30 minute drive if you hop on 90, which is pretty cool because it's a straight shot from Crosby area right into downtown, so you can enjoy everything here. You're just about a 25-minute drive, which is awesome. Now you have other areas which people really like to go to, like the Woodlands area, going a little bit more up north over here. So you can go to the Woodlands Mall, enjoy the restaurants that they have out there. Or if you want to go to the other area, which is Webster area, and go to the Baybrook Mall and enjoy the restaurants they have there and some of their shopping, I highly recommend that you try out Whiskey Cake there. It's probably one of my favorite restaurants right there in that little shopping strip that they have. Now you also have Kemah, which is a little bit further down, and this is really an area where you can go with the family, enjoy some of the waterfront that you have there. There is actually a yacht there that you can have dinner on if you reserve it. And there's a few restaurants and nice things for the kids to do there. I really recommend that you stop by Kemah. Really good seafood. If you go further down, you have the Texas City area, which ends up being about maybe 40 minutes from Crosby. This is where you have some of your outlets. And then another 15 minutes from there, which puts you almost an hour away, an hour and 10 minutes, you'll have the Galveston area, just in case you want to go and enjoy our nice beaches that we have there with the nice brown water. You'll come out looking like you're tan because you get a little bit of oil on you, right? Now let's take a look at the actual layout of Crosby and how the town is set up. So as soon as you pass Barrett and you go under 90, you're going to hit Crosby. And as soon as you hit Crosby, the first thing that's gonna meet you, is going to greet you, is a Starbucks. Right to your left, it's right there. And this is the start of that infamous road that I was talking about in my other video, the introduction of Crosby. This is where you're gonna have all of your backed up traffic. And this is where all of your commerce is as well. So it's FM 2100, that's where everything's gonna be there. You have a few meat markets, as you can see, your Walmart Center, your Applebee's, your Charming Cafe, Domino's Pizza. You have Crosby High School off to your left, in which that causes a lot of traffic as well. It goes into Pecan Estates. And if we look further down to the very entrance, you'll also see that right here you have Extreme Off-Road Park and Beach. For those of you who love to be outdoors people, if you like to go mudding, barbecuing, and just have a good time with the family outdoors on trails and riding trails and different things like that, I highly recommend that you look up this park on YouTube and look at the videos there. It's a pretty good place for you to go and enjoy some time with the family. Okay, so let's get back onto the main road here, right? So as you go further up on this road, and we're passing up some of the meat markets and some of the restaurants, you have the way the town is designated, the way it's built is you have that main road, and then off to the left and the right of that road, you have different communities. So we passed up one of the communities, which is Pecan Estates, and that's where you have one of your high schools there. Now, going a little bit further up by Iguana Joe's here, you'll see that you have Newport community. Now, you've heard me talk about this community plenty of times, right? The Newport community is one of my favorites there. And if we go further up, you'll have another community, which is very famously known here in the Crosby area where people want to live at. It's Indian Shores. And the main reason is because this neighborhood actually provides you access to Lake Houston right from your backyard. So you have a boat launch in some of these houses here. So you can definitely just step outside from the back of your yard, jump into your boat, and bam, you're right into Lake Houston. Now, if we go further up, you'll see that you bump into Huffman. Now, that's the end of the Crosby area. So Crosby is very simple. It's still a small town. So again, at the very entrance, as soon as you hit Crosby, once you pass 90, you're going to have all of your main commerce there. And that's one of the reasons why that road, FM 2100, is always packed, because everything that you need to do is right there on that road, right at the entrance. All your grocery stores, all your commerce, all of your just restaurants, or whatever you want to do that's available in Crosby is right there. And then you have a high school as well and a junior high back there. So it does cause a lot of traffic, and that's the infamous road. But you also have 90, which gives you access into downtown. It's a straight shot. So that's also pretty cool. And like I said, there's plenty of neighborhoods here, and that's how they're laid out. They're either to the left of FM 210 or to the right. That's how they're laid out. It's just one long road, and you can find your communities out. All right, guys, how did you feel about the area? Let me know down in the comments below what you felt about the area, if it sold you, if you're enticed to move here. I'm Giovanni Frank, and if you have any questions over any other communities here in the Houston areas, feel free to reach out. Again, I have my personal information down in the description below. Until next time.